Hello, it's Polish Pol VR, welcome to my channel and let's do freshest PSVR news in the village. I was thinking today there won't be many news because it's so close to Christmas, but actually we've got pretty decent video and some cool games to talk about. Before I start, if you like what you've seen, then please press a like because it does help the channel a lot, and if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. Okay, we're gonna start from new game announcement, which is Lost Ember. And Lost Embers is actually a game that already came out on PlayStation 4 last month, but on the website the developers announced that they will be bringing VR to the game, and also they already tested it on Rift and Vive and they said it looks awesome, and also soon they're gonna have PlayStation VR announcement as well. That's what they said on website, so it looks like we might have pretty cool game coming. Now Lost Ember is a game all about the journey. You are the wolf and this wolf travels from one place to another, but also it's got super special awesome power of the wolf that can enter other animals' bodies and become those animals. So therefore you'll be controlling different stuff like fish or bird flying in VR. I always said feels awesome, so I'm assuming that's gonna feel great. Soundtrack to the game was done by the dude who's been doing sound design for all the Grand Theft Auto games, so probably that's why it sounds so nice. Now reviews was very positive. On Steam the game, the flat version, got 90% positive reviews. On Metacritic it stands above 70%, and apparently it's a very cool game. It's not a combat fighting super fast action game, but it's a game all about the journey, the beautifulness of environment. You'll be basically traveling from place to place, solving some puzzles and stuff, and that's how you're gonna explore in the game's world, which apparently is beautiful. Apart from being a wolf, you're gonna have little orb flying around you, and this orb is some sort of the spirit what's gonna helping you. So it all sounds like very nicely designed game. I'm hearing the flat version is around 6 hours long, so very decent time when it comes to VR game, and from what I'm seeing on flat it looks gorgeous and it's right up my streak, so I definitely gonna enjoy when it releases on PSVR. Sadly they didn't provide us release date yet, they only said the VR version will be coming and that's all what we know. But I definitely gonna follow them to check out what's gonna happen in the future. I hope they gonna bring VR to this game sooner than later, but they already said they played this game on Rift and Vive, they tested it and it was great, so I'm just assuming they already laid the foundations. Of course with PSVR my best guess will be if it comes to PC it probably will be first because they gonna get stuck in Sony's QA. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but that's just what I know from the experience of doing this channel. But nevertheless, I really liking what I'm seeing in this game. Let me know in comment section what you think about it. Do you like this game? And also, do you think we should get more flat games that's gonna get patches for PSVR games? Because I think we should. But anyway, stay tuned to the channel. Once I know the release date and shit, then of course I will pass it on. Okay, next story. Time to talk about Zero Caliber again, a game that is very muchly anticipated by many PlayStation VR owners. A proper awesome shooter. You're gonna have this co-op gameplay, you'll be doing missions, you'll be playing together with your friends. But to make things even better, other week the developers announced that they're working on aim controller support, so it might support aim. They said they cannot confirm it 100%, but they definitely going for aim. But also today they gave us even better and more awesomer news, because what they gonna do when Zero Caliber gonna launch on PlayStation VR, it will come with player versus player, but also it will have dedicated servers. So it sounds like they doing everything right. They cannot put their foot wrong so far. This PvP mode, I'm assuming it's gonna be hugely popular, especially with the fans of Firewall. It's, you know, it's got this higher quality feel, Zero Caliber. Nice polished graphics, nice polished gameplay. If they're gonna get aim controller and if this coming with PvP, which it is, but also with dedicated servers, so there will be no happenings and weird shit happening when you're trying to get a game. Even though, you know, in Firewall everything gets compared to Firewall, of course, because it's the biggest and best one so far. But it is a nuisance sometimes, I'm hearing, even though they fixed it a lot. Now when Zero Caliber launches with all those dedicated servers, all those full-fledged single-player campaign, but also the campaign you can play in co-op as well with your friends, and on top of that they gonna add PvP and those dedicated servers and aim support, and I think we are on the track to receive the best PSVR shooter very soon. So I'm definitely looking forward to Zero Caliber because the game sounds amazing, got awesome reviews on PC. I know when it's launched with early access, loads of people been playing it. I know sometimes I'm getting comments, so don't get too excited for Zero Caliber, but this game had so many updates that it's pretty huge game now, and also it's been very popular from day one. And it's for a good reason, it's because it's a very high quality game that many people enjoying it. So definitely cannot wait for that one, and it will be with us in Q2, so between April and June. Okay, next story. Speaking about the games with aim controller support, this is the latest video what the developers of Distortion put out. Now, as we know, we don't know much actually about this game, but we know it's gonna be kind of cyberpunk sci-fi adventure in the future with aim support, in which you'll be able to shoot shit ton of enemies, but also fly around in the spaceship. And I remember reading somewhere on Facebook or something that they're gonna try to use aim controller as a stick to control your ship. So that's pretty cool, and this video shows off part of the game when you actually flying in the ship through the massive city when the action of the game will be happening. So definitely the more I'm seeing of the Distortion, the more I like of it as well. They've been showing it on their social media pages and they've been hashtagging it with 3D Rudder as well, so I'm assuming as of now the game is up for receiving 3D Rudder support as well, and this is another shooter that might be quite good, so worth looking forward to. It's only early in the development, but the developer is shooting for 2020. Okay, next story, and we're gonna talk about another shooter with aim support, but also with everything else support apart from steering wheel probably, but this is Honora Duty D-Day, so this is the graphics of the game. But the developers working on the PlayStation 4 Pro patch, and this Pro patch looks pretty cool. I showed you in past some stuff when they put textures on building and stuff like that, but this is two latest screenshots that the developer sent me. That's how the terrain gonna look like, so everything on Pro gonna receive this nice texture feeling. Also the game will be releasing soon on PC, on Oculus and Vive, and that release it's planned for early 2020. If they gonna go for crossplay, then player base should be bigger, but it's still big enough to find matches whenever you hop in the game. Sometimes it's not that many players, it depends on the time of the game, but sometimes you can get full servers, and this is definitely a very fun multiplayer game, so highly advised to buy it because it's cheap and it's very cool. And the developers definitely giving it a lot of love. I'm hearing that they're gonna add planes soon as well, so that will be nice. But also this Pro patch will be very welcome because the graphics gonna turn from being very cartoonish like to being more on a serious side. You know, all the models and everything I'm assuming gonna be the same, but it looks like plenty of assets gonna receive a textured treatment. Okay, next story is Creed Rise to Glory. What's happened is this game come out a while ago, it's come out digitally and it came out on disc in US, published by Sony on disc. But we never had disc version in Europe, but this is gonna change thanks to Perp Games, because on 17th of January they releasing Creed on the disc, so if you don't know it yet, might be best way to buy it like that. Creed is a game that I really enjoyed. I really like the playing it, the exercise, the intensity of it, but also if you're following me on Twitter, I've been giving away a lot of codes for Creed and I still doing that. So if you're not following me yet, make sure you follow me at PolishPolVR, and I'll be dropping codes for games. Creed is the latest game that I still got quite a lot of codes left, so I'll be dropping them once or twice a week, so make sure you follow me. But also, if you're not gonna win, just get it on the disc if you want to, I don't know. But anyway, another story, DEEMO Reborn. Now this game is one of those games I really enjoyed playing. I still didn't got round to do my review of it, but definitely I would recommend to pick it up because it's pretty awesome. But what's happened with this game is that it's released in US, but sadly in Europe it was nowhere to be seen. But thankfully, as of now, the game is out in Europe as well, so if you was thinking of picking it up and couldn't find it on the store, well, now you can. The game is like a rhythmic music game, but nothing like Beat Saber or other VR games. It's more like you playing piano, but also it's got some puzzle elements and proper story mode, which is quite emosh, but also it's got tons of songs to play as well, and of course they supported it very nicely with tons of extra songs what you can buy. The soundtrack is pretty extensive, I don't know how many more songs they gonna release because the company already announced that they working on DEEMO 2. I don't know if DEEMO 2 will be in VR or not, no idea, but just saying that they working on it, so I don't know how many songs packs we gonna get, but as of now we've got tons and tons of them, so DEEMO Reborn is definitely a fun and very different game. It's one of those more original games, and also it's one of those games that can make some people sad, and the story is super interesting, so you just want to keep on playing and playing through the game, solving the puzzles, growing the tree. The tree growage is very important because this tree gonna take you out where you want to go, but it's on a longer side as well, and I loved playing it. So if you don't got it, if you're thinking of picking it up, now it's out in Europe. And that's it, bye.